Hey Pisces, how you doing? Welcome to Soulvine. This is Jamie. We are checking in for your energies. Let's see what is going on and how we can support your journey. So this is for Sun, Moon, and Rising energies. It is a general read. We'll do our best to get you messages, guidance, clarity that you seek for today. If you're here, I'd like to believe that you're here for a reason, as in feeling led to connect. So I appreciate you. And I hope you've had a good week, guys. I'm not sure how you're feeling the energy, but I do feel there's a lot stirring. Let me move these cards. Okay. So major energies overall right now showing up. Believe in the impossible. We've got the blue moon. You are good enough, full moon in Virgo. We've got a time for healing, balsamic moon, and take time to breathe out. Okay, this is showing, I feel, the lead up as we're getting into the solar eclipse energy. There's a lot of transformation happening. Positive, clearing out, supportive energy. Sometimes it may not feel like that, dear one. In saying that, there is something that I feel is really coming to life, really moving forward in terms of your journey, your life, your goals, and your dreams. And if you are in a place sometimes that you're just not sure if you can pull something off or if something specific is going to happen, there's a couple of reminders here that are really asking you to acknowledge, one, about yourself, and importantly, your faith, your higher power, and the universal energy that surrounds and supports you. Because only when we believe, we receive, okay? I think sometimes we think we need to see it to believe it, but the power of belief is seeing it within yourself, within the possibilities that are available to you, but also the trust that you kind of release and give and hand over to the universe, or hand over to God, or hand over to spirit to support you. And I feel like that's what it's asking you right now. Things are happening, but you've really got to believe this can happen for you. And it's a part of the belief and then the surrender. And remembering too that you are good enough and you are capable and you are supported. I don't know why someone really, really needs to hear right now that they are supported, that, you haven't been left behind, or something isn't, going to not work out for you. I feel like, that there's just a reminder, like a friend hug or a cheer on the side here for you, Pisces, okay? In terms of this time for healing and time to take a breath, this could be the last part of closing out of something that may need to occur. Sometimes there's moving on, and then sometimes there's also letting go. And sometimes we can move on without letting go, or we can let go and not, I don't know. Can you let go and move on? I don't know. I don't know about that one. I don't know if that's possible. Let me know what you think in the comments below. But I feel like we can move on, but sometimes we haven't let go of situations. And I feel this may be a part that is going to be acknowledged over this period of time. And take time to breathe out. That's part of holding on to situations. And then when we can actually let go and release, it's freeing for you at the end of the day. This is what this is about. This is about your journey, your soul growth, your path, your future, one that you love and that one that you want to create. So let's see what Spirit wants to share with you here, friend, about this, because there's some powerful energy around you, for you, working through you. So let's check this out and what this is. Believe in the impossible. What do we need to know for our Pisces? We have got Page of Emotions energy. And let me just move this up a tad. And just to let you know, this crystal itself is actually salt. Salt crystals are really good if you want to for negative energy. Any negative energy, it's always good. Sometimes carry them in your handbag, put them at front doors and things like that. I've told my friends about this, and if there's not good energy around you, sometimes just place it out where you are, and you'll watch people just leave or go away. It's pretty cool. In case someone needed that tip today. In saying that, what is it? There's something here I feel that's new that may be entering your life while it's showing Page of Emotions, love. Or for some of you, you might be waiting on someone to acknowledge something here. I feel whatever this is, something's coming in, something's presenting itself that on a heart level, okay? Something that has feeling and emotion behind it with this Page of Emotions. This can come in many different forms on what is important to you right now in your life, or something that you find or has meaning and value to you. Interestingly, I don't know if this is something that you're really thinking about, daydreaming about, looking at, pondering upon, but we'll dive in a little bit deeper and see what that is. Let's get more on 7 of Emotions, and we've got 8 of Emotions coming in. So something's definitely evolving here, guys. I'm going to do the 4 count spread. Let me just... There's definitely something that you're contemplating, thinking about, want to walk. I'm feeling towards, not away from. Obviously, when we're walking towards something, we're walking away from something else. But I feel like this is movement and decision and contemplation around where you want to go next. Page of Emotions. You've got the Page of Materials. Okay. So there's a lot of new energy showing up, things that are presenting itself that has, I feel something here of substance, but it's not a huge thing, but it has a starting point being that some offer, some curiosity, some effort is being made around something, or something's being presented to you to consider. But I do feel whatever this is, it has you really thinking about it, okay? It has you thinking about it, where you want to go, what you want to do. I don't know if this is also a situation where someone has walked away, or you're considering walking away from something because you want to go towards something else that you believe in. Even if, you don't have that 100% belief, but you have that 51% belief, it's kind of like it's still leaning over to, okay, this is possible. I want to suss it out. I want to see what's available. But it's like you're getting the buy-in here. Again, it may not be a huge buy-in, but it's enough to kind of check those boxes for whatever you need right now in terms of a direction. You are good enough. What do we need to know here? Yeah, so that's what I just feel Spirit's kind of letting you know. I feel like you're getting confirmation if this is about making a decision, or if this is about something or someone coming towards you. I feel you're going to get those signs, guys, okay, if you haven't already. You are good enough. We've got the Temperance energy and the 2 of Voices. So again, this is about timing, patience, processes. Things evolve. Success is not an overnight thing. And just because you're not getting immediate results or immediate successes, whether this is through work or a project that you're working on, or people that you're trying to connect with to gather information or make decisions, or even if this is dating or relationships, whatever this is, there's something here about reminding yourself, like, you are worthy. Okay, you are worthy. And I want you to remember that. Even, put it in the comments below. I am worthy. And whatever that worthy thing that's coming up for you right now that you want to receive, or you feel that it's time for you to receive this thing, whatever that thing, item, subject, situation is for you. Because there is something here about a process. And just to remember that when things grow, or when you plant a seed, there's things happening underneath the ground, underneath the surface that you can't see, but you still need to nurture that, okay? You've probably heard of that. There was like a study done And I think it can be done on other things, but initially it was the rice, on a study on rice, where people would talk to the rice in positive affirmation and in negative affirmation, and the difference in the health of that thing. Obviously, you can imagine the thing that was fed beautiful words, beautiful energy, that flourished, even though they were cared for in the same way, watering it or giving it the same soil, whatever it may be. I mean, I think this was rice, so I don't think there was soil in it. But in saying that, it's, the same water, whatever it was fed, it was ultimately the energy that was portrayed is what it became. And I think that's just something important to remember, and what you're filtering in or putting into your mind, putting into your heart, putting into your soul. So just be mindful of who you're spending time with, things that you're watching, places that you're being right now, and how you're feeling, because you want to lean and be in situations that remind you that you are good enough, that make you feel good, that don't make you question who you are, And again, there's something about the growth of something here that I feel is just an important reminder that things can take time. There is a process to things. And yeah, it just keeps giving me that confirmation. Just there's a process. Things take time, and it doesn't mean that it's not working. And in addition to the Two of Voices energy, I feel like you're going to have a choice here of what you want to do and who you want to become here. Let's get a little bit more on this Temperance energy. Got the Devil energy and then the Nine of Emotions. With this Devil energy, again, I'm just getting more so about things defeating you. Like, what are you letting defeat you? Or what is it a part of the process to recognize here that you're consuming? There's something here about your consumption, and it doesn't mean like addictive consumption, like alcohol, drugs, sex, rock and roll, whatever. It's more so around, I feel, what you're putting into your head, because it's something about being good enough. I don't know if you become obsessive, have perfection matters, because sometimes perfection can see us quit too early because we think it's not working. I don't know. There's something here to be mindful of the way you're thinking about a situation, okay? And just remember what you feed yourself. We can be sometimes our worst critic. Just be a bit gentle with yourself on there, because at the end of the day, this is about making decisions that are in alignment to what makes you happy, and also to that idea of what fulfills you, Whatever choices you're making, to be in alignment with this. There might be other things kind of getting in the way that you may not, like, rank your values when it comes to this situation. Like, what's the most important thing about this situation when you're making decisions? Because there's a couple of places here we can see this decision-making process. It doesn't matter if this is relating to a person, a job, a location. Write down what you value most about that place, that person, and if it's in alignment to your values, because if it's not, then you kind of got your answer. And sometimes it's just putting it on paper, looking at it, it just ends up making sense. And sometimes when we're just in too much thought about it, we're convincing ourselves otherwise, if that makes sense. So a time for healing. What do we need to know? Lover's energy. So this again could be on a choice, a decision. Maybe you have a choice of two people, two situations, or more. And then you've got the Magician. Again, there's something I feel you're calling in, or that's coming towards you here, that you're going to get the clarity on this decision-making process. Okay, it's given us two. We've got the Queen of Inspiration and then the Ace of Emotions. I like it. So for a lot of you, there's new energy coming on in, okay? You're getting the clarity on the journey. And a time for healing, like I said, I feel like there's just this little other part that kind of needs to, work through, let go of, wrap up. And it's probably things that you just can't be bothered, but know that need to be done or acknowledged and looked at. But in saying that, there's just something here about a choice. I don't know if this is a choice between two people, two locations, two jobs, or just what's next for you. But it's something that has meaning for you, something that you want to evolve. You know, this could be around how you feel, who you're doing life with. Again, it doesn't matter if this is in the workplace, home space, love space, but there's definitely something here about what is next for you that really connects to your happiness, to your goals, to your dreams and desires here. It's interesting because this magician energy is what I'm connecting to and believing in the impossible and remembering you are good enough, because this is part of the manifestation process, knowing that you have everything available to you to create that vortex of bringing in what it is you desire. And there's something about here, when we connect into this fire energy with this Queen of Inspiration, I find it interesting too. She's tapping into source here. Okay, she's tapping into source. Something about the pyramid here. I don't know, I'm kind of getting like goddess energy. Yeah, I'm getting something here about goddess energy and tapping into source of your desires. Remembering too the power that you have, the attractiveness that you have, that you can create and co-create with the universe. In addition to this Ace of Emotions is this loving, juicy, blessing connection to something here. Again, person, place, love. It could be love because we can see love here, like things may be deepening or things, presenting themselves that maybe you want something in particular that you really are desiring just to move a bit faster. And it's kind of like, who has patience these days, But I feel things are evolving for you. But a part of it too is I can see that there's still something that needs to be left behind to go towards something that you want to create in your life. Time to breathe out. What do we need to know here for our Pisces? Ten of Materials. Muse of Inspiration. Emperor energy. Let's get one more. And Page of Inspiration. I get Chicago. For all my friends who know Chicago, the band. All right, so there's something that you're releasing here. I don't know if it's been in the home space or something that needed to be kind of adjusted. I don't know, I'm getting the word adjustment or, some shift, some adjustment here. Interesting too, you've got a power couple here, Queen of Inspiration and King of Inspiration. So there's definitely something sexy going on. In addition to this, you've got the Emperor energy, which is Aries energy, and we're in Aries right now. And then there's something about creativity, a spark in energy. You've got a lot of pages. So I'm not sure if there's just something a bit more fresh and new that you're learning or working out, or just different people, maybe younger people that are entering your life that you're supporting, that you're inspiring. But I feel there's a part of you too that, I don't know if this is part of you bossing up. It's like you may withdraw just a tad through this journey as you're trying to work through something, because I think you've come a long way spiritually, Pisces. But as we know, the growth, the healing, the journey, it's a continuous path, and it's the journey that allows us to become who we want to be when we take the lessons, take the understanding, and just do what we can best to show up in the best version of ourselves every day. And it's going to look different every day as well, right? But there's something here about not being hard on yourself, but also remembering it's okay to release and let go of things. Even if things don't work out, that's okay. Maybe that wasn't meant for you. Maybe that's God's protection. Maybe there's another way. Maybe there's just another lesson or another understanding, But sometimes we can't connect the dots, right, until we look back. We don't connect the dots looking forward. Sure, there can be foresight, but it's not until you get somewhere that you can kind of look back and see. And I feel there's something here about this take time to breathe out, because there's something that needs to be released here to allow you to take back part of your power, I feel, and that you've let go, where this good enough energy needs to kind of come back in. But in addition, whatever you're manifesting and whatever you're getting clear on, and these blessings coming in that are filling your heart space, it's allowing you to create stability in your life that you've been seeking, whether this is around the home space, whether this is around a connection, whether around your career. This energy here is showing very career focus, especially with this Emperor energy, or just something that you're leading very strongly in your life. And creating. This is a lot of co-creation energy, and a lot of, I'm just getting a lot of spark, a lot of passion, a lot of purposeful pursuit of something here. So whatever's presenting themselves or presenting or showing up, even if you're just getting downloads, I think it's important to write it down. I don't know what you've been asking Spirit or God or whatever, but I just feel there's something here to pay attention to, because I feel like you're getting the signs and why you're being put into situations to make decisions. Because at the end of the day, it's all free will, but it's like there's things available for you to make a decision, because there's something to do or become in alignment with where you want to be or what you actually want to manifest. But look at what it is that you want, not necessarily the thing that you want. Does that make sense? So how do I explain that? I guess look at the values. I think getting back to the values, that's what it's kind of wrapping back around again. The things that you're desiring, you might want a person, but the things you're desiring, that person doesn't show up in that way. So that's not what you're desiring, is that person. You're desiring these things underneath it all. So how do you separate that? And that's what I feel is happening here. There's something that you're desiring, and Spirit's presenting you options and directions or considerations for you to go, okay, I'm presenting you this opportunity. What are you going to do with it? And you may not know where it's going to lead. You may be very hung up or tied on to something because it's made you feel a certain way. But yeah, there's definitely something unfolding here that you're going to get clear on, guys. And in addition to whatever you're getting clear on, it's like this is putting you in a place to finally step up and take charge in that, where you recognize that you are good enough, where you recognize that the qualities and the power that you have within yourself to go and create these things you want to create, go and become those things that you want to become. It's not going to be an overnight thing, but it's got to start somewhere. And it's okay to take one step at a time, one day at a time. But the willingness to at least take a step each day is going to be the difference, right? No timing is going to be perfect, but the willingness to do and intent to do and actually do, obviously, is going to be huge here. Let's get you some final guidance on what we need to know to wrap this baby up for you. All right. Let's get some guidance here for our Pisces. Okay. Appreciation's coming up again. The gratitude element is coming up again. And with that, you also got the first chakra, which is the base chakra, which is around our money, stability, feeling supported. Call in Archangel Michael if that's something that you need to do, guys. But again, even writing your own power list, your own awesome list of things that you've done, that you've created to lift up your energy and remember all the things that you have accomplished in your life, you know. And sometimes we can be hard on ourselves and we get there and well, I don't know what I've accomplished. There can be small things that you thought you couldn't do and you did. Whatever this believe in the impossible, I feel like there's just some confirmation, affirmation you need to give to yourself, give yourself credit for, you know. I'm sure there's a huge amount of things that you thought you couldn't, you know, push through or do, or wondered when you were going to get there, is this going to happen? You've come so far, you know. We've also got adjacent possibilities. And this is what I'm talking about. Sometimes we're just so focused on what we think things are going to be or how it's going to work out. And sometimes it's just that's not what happens. And I feel like if something hasn't worked out and you're being hard on yourself or questioning, that you failed or there's some shame or some guilt or whatever feeling you've got around it, there's something else important that's happening underneath it all. And hence why I think there's patience being asked, but patience with yourself, compassion with yourself as well here. We've got the temple path and hostilities. Yeah, so for these two energies to be together, there's something here about the journey, a spiritual journey, okay? And a part of that spiritual journey, I feel like you've got some inner battle that may be going on here, or something that you've got to finally cut out that has perhaps, there's little internal attacks sometimes. And this could be coming back to this energy that, like, parts of you that you may need to release that's connected to older energy or situations or things people have said to you that you're still carrying a little bit. Because I feel this is an internal, especially the temple path. This is like an internal hostility, an internal battle of some kind. And it's coming up a time for healing. So I do feel, Pisces, there's still something that you've got to gently face within yourself. And again, this time is right for this to happen, to move through and shift. Don't fear it, There's a lot of freedom in it. And maybe you're like, but I don't even know what it is. Meditate, journal. You'll know. You'll know. There's some story that you're telling yourself, and it's not from you. Someone else has told you that story and you believed it about yourself. Yeah. So we've got the deceit energy that showed up in reverse. Hang on a sec. Let me just fix this up. It showed up in reverse. So again, I feel this is a part of you I feel this is about not deceiving yourself, not lowering yourself, your self-belief. There's something here about this. I don't know if there's sometimes like situations you might find yourself in that you feel like you question yourself, whether you can do certain things. Maybe you feel a bit insecure or anxious about it, or you just avoid situations overall. There is a thing that we usually default to more so. And sometimes we can just be disorganized with that sometimes we get into anxious mode. And then when we're feeling super anxious, we just choose to avoid the situation overall. We can fawn sometimes, like trying to make things better and blah, blah, blah. Again, a lot of psychology and science behind it. But I feel like this part here is not to miss certain things or opportunities or situations because of temporary feelings, okay? And the temporary part, again, being what are some things that you can let go just a little, that open space, okay? Because something wants to come in here. Ten of Materials, Emperor Energy, King of Wands and Page of Inspiration. Something wants to create, something wants to show up, someone wants to present something here to you to move forward. Let's get a little bit more on the outcome and we will wrap up. What's the final outcome here for our Pisces? Final outcome here. Okay, 2 aces? What? So you got Ace of Wands and Ace of Pentacles. Like I said, guys, you've got now 4 aces, all the aces on the board here. So there's something new. There's a lot of new energy that wants to present itself. Let's get a little more. I know there was cards flipped upside down, but I don't know if they were flipped before. Okay, I'm just going to leave it. If they come out, they come out. What else do we need to know? Oh, damn. Okay. Oh, I love it. Okay, this is good. So whatever this new things that are coming in, that are offering, that are presenting itself, there's a situation here that, like I said, that I feel you're being led right now with this Four of Wands, Three Pentacles. Someone wants to do and work with you on something. We can see the potential of coming together, or choices and decisions on a path and a journey, something that you feel aligned to. You could be invited to explore something, experience something. This could be around work, because this is about togetherness, building together, creating together. This could be, like I said, a situation that presents itself, maybe going a little bit deeper, or going to the next level. In addition to that, the Five of Cups with the Ten of Swords, I still think there may be some sadness that you're may deal with as you leave something behind, or the final parts, like I said, of a situation that you are remembering and needing to let go and kind of breathe out and release, which I think is natural part of this cycle right now. And again, guys, this could be anything. The way someone spoke to you once upon a time, a boss treated you a certain way, a client treated you a certain way. I feel there's been some words or some exchange that has kind of defeated you in some way, and it's carried on throughout your life at some point in time. And maybe too, that's part of what you're working through. But then you got the King and Queen of Pentacles. So we've got two power couples here. This is around building, leading. I find these energies more homely energies, but boss energies. So I don't know, again, if this is your energy, the masculine, feminine side of you, nurturing but building. Whatever this is, there is something around your career, around coming together. I do believe with someone here, this could be romantic. I'm not taking that off the table. But I just feel like there's more people or situations coming together for you in your highest good, okay? I can see love on the table, okay? Choices, importantly, but getting to that place, that home space, that comfort, that warmth, that what is possible for you when you choose yourself and what it is that you want. I think it's time to start choosing you, Pisces, in whatever this is and what makes you happy. You can create these things for your life, but a big part is the belief and remembering you are good enough. And just naturally, not every day is going to be a power day, but it's okay to acknowledge when you need time for yourself, time to heal, or time to acknowledge things, places, or situations that have kind of felt a bit bummed out. And I think once you kind of move through that, you've got a lot of beautiful, supportive energy here, a lot of new energy, a lot of fun, a lot of blessings. So whether this is love, whether this is career, or a love for the work that you're doing, a love for service, or just finally that person showing up and connecting with you the way that you've needed to be nurtured and connected, that you haven't had before, showing up here. But be okay to receive, be okay to be yourself, and you don't have to be someone else or what someone else told you who you are. No, there's a version of you, your whole self, your true self, and that's beautiful as it is. And, stepping out as that is, you deserve it all. You deserve all the goodness that life has to offer. And importantly, but you've got to believe it, So I'm going to leave that with you, dear friend. Have a great day, have a great afternoon, or have a great sleep wherever you are. We'll connect soon. Bye.